Welcome back to the 10-7 show, y'all, with Tyra Goose
Yep.
self. It is yet another Sunday. It is the second week of the whole daylight savings time thing and everything.
And Justin, it's the first day of spring.
Oh, it
Today
is?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Today's the first day of spring, so now I
Oh,
gotta.
are we supposed to get free water ice today? Sorry, y'all.
I think, yeah, right?
I don't know. So they're changing it. I heard this year. You have to go online and they'll give you they'll email you a coupon or something.
Yeah, I did hear some.
For you to use it. It's better than standing in that line. They'll listen. That line is ridiculous.
It is
for that thimble full of water ice that they give you.
They also read that they were extending it for a week.
Yeah, it was more than just one day. It was a time frame that you have to use the coupon.
But they ain't advertising on that with us. So.
No. All right.
So we won't say
never
their
said a name.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I stopped this before we did, because I almost did it. But y'all can come by my house and get some free ice water.
See? Oh my God.
She's about to ruin my computer. He's about to spit this coffee everywhere.
My husband is, I keep telling him he's in the wrong field.
He totally is. He absolutely is, definitely.
But well, it's another week, another Sunday, and how y'all been?
Man, I guess we've been good.
Yeah,
I can't complain.
We're here.
But
everybody got problems, so here you go.
But I'm good.
Mm-hmm. How y'all?
Same here. I'm
Same
good.
here, can't complain.
Amen.
Ready for the spring to get sprung and popping and warm and stuff.
Yeah.
Please.
I need more of that. What was that? Friday weather?
Thursday.
Yes.
Friday was nice.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
We want to appreciate everybody for checking in with us today, and we're just going to get things started. How we usually start off? We start off with I know. We start off with this. This is the Would You Rather portion of the show. Everybody's favorite part of the show, and everybody's favorite part of the show, Would You Rather, is brought to you by Therapeutic Billing. Tara, tell us a little bit about Therapeutic Billing.
Certainly. So Therapeutic Billing is a full-service medical billing and credentialing firm that focuses on individual and small group specialty practices. Therapeutic Billing also offers virtual assistance and bookkeeping services. The telephone number is 610-228-2029. And the website address for Therapeutic Billing is www.therapeuticbilling.com.
There you go. That's who Would You Rather is brought to you by. So, Tyra has the Would You Rather. So,
yes, I do.
Take it away.
So I got 3 really different Would You Rathers today. I was a little bit behind the 8 ball today, getting my Would You Rathers. So they kind of sporadic, not related at all, but they're good. All right. So this first one here was kind of like we got 2 kind of relationship sort of racy questions. Would you rather have your porn viewing history be public knowledge or accidentally send a nude photo to a parent?
Let my porn be public knowledge.
Yeah. Did we do this one before?
No, we didn't.
We did?
We did something similar.
We did internet history.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to say a pic sent to, well, no, depends on how risque the pic is.
I mean,
it says a new.
Everybody watches porn, whether they admit it or not. Exactly. So I'm going with porn history.
I mean, as long as you don't have nothing illegal in your search history, yes. I mean, them the ones that be like, no, I'd rather send my mom a nudie. Them the ones you got to watch out for.
I can see my mom and dad hit me. Why the hell did you send me this picture?
What was this a mistake?
Yeah, them the ones you gotta watch out for. You
know what I'm saying? Your parents a nude.
Yeah, like listen, I ain't. Listen,
all right, so that
about my search history on porn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Would you rather give up social media or eat the same dinner for the rest of your life?
Give up social
media.
We eat dinner chicken 7 days a week almost. So I'm going with that.
Yeah, I would give up social media because I would probably lose it.
Yeah.
Some days I'm like, you know what? I'm just not gonna eat.
Yeah. It could be your most favorite thing, and after a while, you're like, I don't want
this
anymore.
anymore. I'm like,
Exactly.
my poor kid to death. My poor kid is like, is there anything else? I'm like, well, if you can go out and catch something, I'll cook it for you. But I don't know what else to feed you.
Right. Like even with what I do eat, some days I'm like, oh,
Sick of this.
how many ways can you cook a chicken? How many ways can you even do vegetables? Like,
Exactly. That's
come
exactly
over.
right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so here is the last and
Last
final
one.
would you
All
rather.
right.
This one can be a little tough. So those of you who are watching, put your answers especially to this one in the comments. Would you rather only ever be able to have foreplay or only be able to just have sex? Should I repeat that?
That's
Only ever just have sex.
I mean, there's definitely an end goal. So, well, but
So you would like never ever ever, like if you could, you would choose to never have ever foreplay ever again.
So this is the thing. The purpose of sex beyond procreation is to climax.
Right.
and everyone
So-
loves that climactic
so-
moment.
So the goal of
Sex.
not sex,
Foreplay.
foreplay is not climax.
That's true. All right, so I'm going with sex.
So therefore, I'm going with sex.
Okay, so you would like to only be able to just have sex
Yeah.
or play.
Yep.
Just like, yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
I like both. I just
So
kind of.
I mean,
To
everybody
me-
likes both, but you only
so-
get to choose one, Tyra.
There's a
So to me-
possibility.
so
No,
to me,
there's a
picking-
possibility of climax.
It's a
through-
possibility, but that's not the goal. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So to me, picking foreplay is like saying I'm cool with possibly not having an orgasm for the rest of my life.
Yeah, no, I'm not okay with that. I'm never gonna be okay with that.
Yeah, not good with that. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. If you put it that way,
When you
Say
say it like that, that's right.
if you put
All
it
right.
that way.
Cool.
All right, so that was the last Would You Rather. If you're listening, please put your answers to the Would You Rather questions in the comments. We want to hear what you guys would rather do.
So there you have it. So right now we're going to move on to our Dear 10-7 part of the show. That's the part of the show where you send in your situations and your questions and all like that. We read them on air and we give you our opinions and our advice.
Our
from our-
unprofessional opinions.
I'm gonna tell you, mine's come from my derriere most of the time. So don't put too much stock
Take it
in
with a
them
grain of salt.
joints.
Email us if you don't like what we got to say. Don't do that.
No, you just gonna read that.
All right. Dear 10-7, I have been married 11 years. I recently found out my husband belongs to a singles group. The group meets once a week, and my husband never misses a meeting. I went with him to their most recent one and realized it was made up of mostly women. My husband knew all of them, particularly one we'll call Lauren, who said he found interesting. Who he said he found interesting. I suspect that he is too interested in her. Too interested in her.
Awesome.
Our marriage isn't great. Sex is infrequent because he has ED and does nothing about it. He's obsessed with his weight and works out 4 times a week. He's not a good communicator and has become secretive. I'm worried that he may have something going on with Lauren, and I'm very anxious about it. I don't know what to do. Please advise. We have gone to marriage counseling, but it didn't help.
Okay, so that's out.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't say what you went to marriage counseling for. So
But does anybody else find it disturbing that she found out that he's part of a singles group and then it was like, I'm gonna go with you? Like,
right,
That's weird to me.
exactly.
That's weird to me. But what's also weird is if he has ED and he's not doing anything for it, what is he doing with Lauren?
Or
Un-
just not really bad.
Unless
He telling
ED
you.
is just the reason that he's giving you.
Right.
And but that's for you to figure out.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing the options out there.
Right.
Yeah, I think the fact that she went with him was interesting to me because you find out about it, so it made it sound like it was a secret, which I guess it was. But he then opened it up to you too.
But
So
I'm curious as to what the other members of the singles club
thought
felt about you bringing your wife.
In. Yeah.
I would like to think about what they thought when did they know he's married.
But you're the only guy in a singles club with all women.
Mostly women.
Mostly women?
Mostly women.
My honest advice is to this writer, your spidey senses are tingling for a reason. Trust your instincts.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too much fishiness going on around here.
Your marriage isn't great. You don't have sex. So he's basically your roommate.
He's foreplay for the rest of his life.
That's what he's telling her.
There it is.
That's why he got ED.
I don't know, that's a rough one. You truly have to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. If you smell it,
ask him.
Vicinity. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Just find out.
What does he get out of it? I mean, and why is it that you are comfortable with him going so much so that you go with him?
Week. What in the world?
I'm just curious. These are
and just speaking from the guys from his perspective. If he felt comfortable enough to invite you to it, then it's like, in a sense, saying unless he already put the groundwork out there, it's almost like saying he's not doing nothing and you come and check it out. Unless everybody in that joint playing their part.
Right, but Justin, it's a singles group. Like
it's a singles group.
Right, I get it's a singles group, right? But it's a singles group and she has a problem with it. But he also invited her to go. So
yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. So it's like flaunting it that listen here, this is Susie. Hey, Susie, hey, this is Lauren. These are my friends. This is my wife, everybody. The one I've been talking about since I've been coming.
Right. Like it just seemed like the fact that he like if it were me and I'm doing something shady and Tyra's like, well, I want to go. I'm like, nah, well, I ain't
right. You think of every reason why she shouldn't go.
Like,
right.
Come on. You know what I mean? Give everybody the wink, wink.
Right.
And everybody play it cool. I mean,
that's what I said. I mean, everybody could be playing their part, but
yeah. But
anytime
the whole
everybody
group,
plays their part, somebody always wants to.
First of all, if I was a single dude in a singles group, and a married dude came, like, bro, like, look, you got your.
Why are you here?
Why are you coming for seconds? Why are you coming for seconds?
Yeah.
Exactly. Why are you here? Like we all know, it's not no singles book writing club or anything like that. It's a singles group meant for people who are single to meet other people.
Right.
In the hopes that they will no longer be single.
Right. So she's asking us guys,
good luck with Lauren,
to give her advice on what should she do because marriage counseling didn't work. Maybe you should see Charles Solomon LPC.
Yeah, you do that, or you just gotta decide. You want to keep putting up with the nonsense, or do you want to seek some answers and then decide whether you want to leave, or do you just want to jump shit?
Right. You can't stand right. I swear to God.
Oh Lord,
he's starting already. I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, like, I don't want to say it, but maybe your marriage has reached its limit. Maybe it's time for you to just
might be dying.
Yeah.
It might be already dead, and the only person that's trying to revive it is you.
Stick around for the rest of the show. We'll be talking about some signs of why your marriage might be dying.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, good luck, young lady.
Yep. Write us back. Let us know how you make out with that.
Love to know how this is going to wind up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who got the second one? Is that me or somebody else?
You can take it, Justin.
It's me? All right. Dear 10-7, I need help setting a boundary that makes me feel like a terrible person. My mother-in-law and I had a positive relationship for a long time, but the tides turned during the pandemic. She's always been very into alternative wellness in a way I thought was harmless. but it got weird around COVID and she refuses to mask or vaccinate. This behavior accompanied a political shift so strong that I urged my husband to help get her medical workup. Help get her a medical workup. When she started berating me for vaccinating our son, I rerouted all communication to my husband and grieved. In December, she got what we thought was a mild case of Omicron, but developed longer term symptoms after that. She is on leave from her job, but cannot afford to retire this early or pay for long term care. She's also sticking to her belief, which enrages me. My husband is advocating that she move in with us, a thing I'm desperate to avoid. I'm scared I'd become the primary caregiver of this woman I feel a toxic brew of contempt and resentment for.
Wow.
I don't want to be bullied about my parenting health choices. I don't want her extremist beliefs around my son. I mean, petty, deeply cruel part of me thinks she deserves what she gets. My husband is angry at her too, but feels like there are no other options. We can't even afford the couples therapy we both want for ourselves, so financing nursing care is off the table. Is there another way to solve this problem? I'd seriously consider moving in with my own parents before I live with her.
Wow. That's
Hey, I don't blame
hard.
you.
Yeah,
I mean, that's his mom, though. You only get one mom, but she's a weirdo.
and in the midst of all of this, she's still holding on to her, you know, her
Weirdo beliefs. Like, man, you've had COVID and now it's progressed into long COVID, and you're still like, nope, it's just a cold. Are you serious?
Nope. Not get vaccinated.
I mean, you can't force somebody to do
Exactly
what they don't want to do, but on the other hand, I don't want a psychopath living in my house. So
Try to get some.
I mean, you got to think. What?
Say it again.
No, I said she better try to get some Social Security, get some income or something.
Yeah, I'm like, what? She don't have any kind of income there where she can pay for somebody to come into the home. Because if she's working and so she should be able to do something for herself. And
but
she may be like
a long hauler. She probably can't work. I think she said that. Didn't it say it in the letter?
Well, she's gonna leave.
She's gonna leave now. So I would see how you could work with other family members to just take turns and go over there and help her, with the things that she needs help with. Yeah. Because that's going to put a huge strain, on the marriage. But I mean, that is his mom. You do only get one mom, even though she a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But I mean, does that mean she doesn't deserve to be taken care of? No.
That's true. I mean, it's his mother.
Yeah, but this is the other thing. It's about control and right. The mom just wanting what she wants. Because this is the thing. If her grandchild believes wearing this mask and getting these shots is going to help him, then that's what she should support. Right. That's what he believes. Regardless of what she believes as a child, that's what his parents are telling him. You dig what I'm saying? You can't come in my crib. You dig what I'm saying? I say the sky is blue. You're going to be like, Eli, nope, the sky is red. You can't, you're not going to tell me the opposite of what I tell my child, especially if I believe what I'm telling my child is true and honest. You dig what I'm saying? So this is the shit that we on. Yeah. You welcome aboard, but this is how we roll.
Right. That's true. That's exactly true. Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And dig this. Suppose 100 years down the line they found out it was a hoax. What happened? What's the worst that happened? You wore a mask for a little while. Right? But we all live in the reality that it's not. So people are dying. So this mask, we believe, are keeping people alive. So that's how we roll. So when you with us, when in Rome, you do as the Romans do. Amen. When you in your crib, you can do whatever you want to do.
Right. Couldn't agree more.
There we have it.
That's perfect advice. Well said. I don't think anything else needs to be said towards this woman. Thank you, dear.
She probably still may try to strangle her in her sleep, though.
Well, I certainly hope not, because then you're looking at a whole nother set of problems.
Well, write us back if that happens.
My mother-in-law tried to strangle me in my sleep. So, all right. Okay. So, Tyra, you want to take the next one? You want me to do it?
I'll do it. Okay. All right. Dear 10-7, 3 years ago, my wife died. while we were in the process of separating. Her death was unexpected and left me with conflicting emotions. So I haven't dipped a toe back in the dating pool until now. Zoe, not her real name, is my first serious relationship since then. She is a single mom to a 5-year-old boy. Dad is a deadbeat and not around. I never thought I would enjoy kids, but I really have gotten attached to her son. After 7 months together, we discussed them both moving in with me and marriage. Zoe and I seemed to be on the same page about everything until it came to my furniture. My late wife was an interior designer and basically chose everything in our house. Most of it was high end and expensive. Zoe wants to get rid of everything. I have told Zoe I would be happy if she wanted to repaint the walls or choose new artwork or a new bedspread or pillows, but selling out thousands of dollars for new furniture is not an option. Her stuff is all thrift store finds that have seen better days, and her son sleeps on a camping bed. If we need to spend money, it needs to be in his new room. Zoe insists I can afford it, and if I love her, I will do this so there are no ghosts left. Okay, I pointed out that I don't have any pictures of my late wife up. save for a few group family reunion photos. She has several framed pictures of her ex with their son as a baby. Zoe tells me that isn't the same. It is for her son, and she was well over her ex before their son was born. She constantly claims if my wife were still alive, would we have gotten back together? I threw up my hands and told her unless she knew a medium with a counseling degree, that point was a mute point. My wife died. Maybe we would have gotten a divorce. Maybe counseling would have worked, but speculation is pointless. I want a future with her and her son. I want to move on, but I don't think getting rid of my couch and coffee table is going to do it. My in-laws got all of my wife's personal things. I have hit the brakes about Zoe and her son moving in, but their lease is up in May. This is a bizarre sticking point. I like how my house looks. Zoe did too until she learned my dead wife designed the place. My friends tell me that this is a red flag, but other than that, Zoe and I get along great, and I am starting to love her kid. What are your thoughts?
Listen
She
to
crazy, bro.
Cuckoo.
friends on this one.
Yeah. I mean, the wife is gone. Why are you dwelling on the fact that you might have gotten? Why is she dwelling on the fact that you might have gotten back together? It's not going to happen. The
She's
woman's
dead.
gone.
Especially if it's nice stuff.
Right.
Wow.
If you spend
You
a lot of
bugging.
no, we're not getting rid of any. And like he said, listen, your child is sleeping on a cot from the Goodwill. Let's focus on getting him some nice stuff. Why are you worried about what the couch looks like in the damn living room?
And I'm gonna tell you, this is just a sign of the quality woman that she is, because
Yep.
you said that she liked it before she
Until
found
she
out
found
your
out.
wife designed it.
Mhm.
You dig
Yep.
what I'm saying? And she was really about it and really about you and understood everything. She'd have like, you know what? Your wife was a good designer, great designer. She had good taste.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yep.
But no, you want trash everything and bring in some bed bugs.
Yeah.
Hold up. She wanna get rid of everything and get all brand new stuff.
Is that what she said? She wants to get all brand new?
Even worse if you ask me personally.
Yeah, you want to take out perfectly good furniture and spend money?
She's coming from the thrift store.
That's what I was going to say. Meanwhile, her spot is a hodgepodge of stuff from the Goodwill and whosoever. But you want to come in my house and have me spend my money to buy new stuff when this stuff is barely touched? You better get from around
You need to
here.
cut this right where it is.
Right?
I know you love the
Hey,
son, but
little
honestly,
girl, watch
you know,
Pretty Woman.
exactly. You need to cut that.
Ain't nothing wrong with this furniture. When your feet is hurting and you want a place to put your derriere, what you gonna do? You gonna sit on this couch?
She's talking about as ghosts. Oh my god!
I wonder if she's a lot younger than him. Did it say if there's a vast age difference?
Yeah, no, it didn't say.
It has no age.
That's true.
That is true. That is true.
Well,
yeah,
no, good luck with that,
this
sir.
is nothing but a peek into your future if you marry that woman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get out now.
And that's the rough thing about, getting the kids involved, because you start to have feelings for the kids start to have feelings for you. Yep. So you don't want to be like, all right, well, I'm just washing my hands of you because you're a
You
moron.
want to be like,
but
sorry, Shorty, your mama dumb. I can't be around here.
right, exactly. That's pretty rough. I don't know. But the fact that you put the kibosh on y'all or them moving in with you right away was smart.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. You know what? Keep inviting her over and making her leave. Maybe she'll learn some appreciation for it.
Right.
Hey, but also let her rent is up and her lease is up in 7 months.
Yeah.
It's not even 7 months. It says May. We're in March.
Yeah.
I thought it said 7 months.
Let her know she better find somewhere to go because you can't come here.
Right.
Just like the last letter. This is how we go over here. Everything that's in this crib, staying in this crib.
Yep.
You're welcome to make an addition, but you can't be making no subtraction.
Yeah, no, we're not getting rid of nothing. Like high
Because at the end, it's still my stuff.
He's in love with his dead wife.
He might,
but it's my stuff.
Right.
And honestly,
he may not be ready to
move on.
Right. He may not be.
You know why? Because it's his stuff.
Wait a minute. Let me go back to the top. So it says that
he may not be ready to move on. I agree with that.
Before the wife passed away, if y'all go back to the top of the letter, if you go back to the top of the letter, it says before she passed away, they were getting ready to separate. So she was gonna take that stuff anyway. But now that she's gone,
they were in the process of separating.
Yeah.
So why get rid of perfectly good furniture?
His feelings kind of he kind of changed her heart. I guess after he died. But I guess
he was happy because he liked the furniture and he was going to go after it in the divorce. But she died, so now he don't have to.
And the thing about it is, if she did this for a living, I'm sure it
was expensive.
Right, I'm sure it's really nice. So you should be pleased. It's almost like you're walking into a show place. You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't want to have nice things? Who cares who picked it out?
And I think the reference to like her furniture coming from Goodwill or whatnot was a knock on her taste.
Yeah,
I agree with that. That's
why I was saying I wonder like if there's a vast age difference because like when you're 20 something, most 20-year-olds their apartment or their house is a hodgepodge. I got this from IKEA. I got this from a Goodwill. I got this from a flea market. You know what I mean? Like so that's why I was wondering if there was like a big gap between their ages. You know what I mean? Like she don't care if her stuff doesn't match, but once you get to a certain age, you're like, you know what?
And she don't care about wasting money because
it's his money.
Right. Exactly.
You can afford it. Well, how would you know?
Exactly. Get out of my pockets, Zoe.
She would be spending on all this new furniture.
But the fact that he even simply said, let's focus on getting something nice for your son. Like to me, I'd be like, yo, this is a good dude. I'm not letting this dude go. You know what I'm saying? Like
I do like that furniture.
Something like furniture.
Right.
But I think it's bigger than furniture. I just
it's definitely bigger than furniture. She's jealous of a dead woman.
That's what it is.
Yep.
So
it's a character.
Yeah.
Anywho, all right, let's move.
But you can't compete with that person.
You can't. But I mean, he already said they were in the process of separating, so clearly their relationship wasn't working out. So get over it, lady. Get over it. So good luck, sir. All right, let's move on, Justin.
All right. Well, it's time to move on to the next portion of the show. And if you received a text message or if you saw any of the ads that were put up, you saw the title said wife dresses like a slob. Everybody else is tickled about this one. I personally didn't look at this one myself. Yeah, I kind of wanted to be like hearing about it for the first time on the show. Tara, tell us about this. Who found this one?
So we heard about it on the news on Friday, and Goose likes to be right all the time. So we actually got into a heated debate over dressing because my husband dresses to the nines to go to Target, and I look like I'm ready to clean somebody's bathroom. But anyway, so this article is husband says wife dresses like a slob by wearing sweats while working from home. So the way it goes is, it starts off by saying while working from home is hard, there are some perks like not having a morning commute, getting dressed up for work, are two positives that come along with working from home. It's safe to say that many of us have been dressing casually for our home days. Not everyone wants to get dressed and dolled up if we don't have to, basically leave the house, and many of our interactions take place via Zoom. So recently, one woman opened up on another platform online to say that her husband has been pretty vocal about her work from home attire. Basically, what she said is she works as a paralegal for a large firm. And recently, she's been dressing differently than she would if she had to go into the office, which most of us have been for the last 2 years. So she says, since she's been working from home, I've been dressing professionally with full makeup and hair and all that jazz. Oh, I'm sorry, she's not been dressing professionally with full makeup and hair and all that jazz. She typically wears jeans, which I applaud you because jeans, I don't think I've worn jeans in 2.5 years, and a sweater or leggings, something more casual. Hair is like casual and no makeup. She does change her look if she has a big meeting, though. So she's sitting in on a big meeting. She will get dressed up from this part up, probably. So on one particular day, her husband came home and caught her in sweats. What she said was, today, when my husband got home from work, he saw that I was wearing sweats and a sweatshirt. I had no meetings today, and I just wanted to be comfortable. He asked me, is that what you wore to work? And I said, yes. Her husband then went into a rant about how she looked like a slob and that working from home is no excuse to dress in such a way. So she told him his comments were unnecessarily hurtful and mean, and it didn't matter what she was wearing to work as long as she was actually working what she was. She told him, what I wear when I work from home is none of your business. And as long as my job performance is not suffering, which it is not, then he should back off about it. Now her husband is asking for an apology from her for being stubborn and rude.
So I know what everybody's thinking, but let me say this first. The news did not explain it like that.
I want to hear this.
Attack me, y'all.
I did not. But first of all, anytime I don't agree with you, you feel as though you're being attacked. So you can.
Oh Lord.
So anyway, this dude is a nut. So the way the news said it was that he was tired of seeing his wife dressed like a slob. And I was like, well, I understand she don't have to get dressed up for work, but they should plan something, you know what I mean, and do something so she can have a reason to be dressed up.
Right.
And she don't have to get dressed if she don't want to.
That's what I said. That's what I was
right. And I was like, you're right, she doesn't. But if her dude wanted to see you dressed up, what's the harm in doing it?
There's no harm. Right. And I totally agree with that. There's no harm. If we're going somewhere, if we're doing something.
We could have not been going anywhere this whole pandemic. And I'm like, babe, let's get dressed and have dinner in our own living room.
I'm fine with that.
And getting dressed, suit and tie, the whole nine.
You never invited me to do that. I would have done it with you.
But that's not what he said.
You didn't invite me to dinner in our own dining room. That's your fault.
Listen, y'all. You got Tara, good Lord. You are pointing. That's not what he said though.
I've been drinking.
That's not. He didn't say it like that. He just was like, "Oh, you know, like you sit there."
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
And the conversation that they had was like she was talking to her boss. Like I thought that conversation was just so off. Like, why do you have to explain yourself like that? Like,
right?
I thought he was just being rude and selfish.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like, I've never. Well, when I worked in an office, I would get dressed up, but I've never been like the full face of makeup and like that's just never ever been me. Like I don't. The most I do is lip gloss, and it's like clear lip gloss, right? Mm-hmm. I don't wear makeup. I don't even know how to apply makeup. Mm-hmm. So to go into an office and get dressed up to the nines, I mean, I know like some women love that, and some men like their women to look like clowns. I just have never been into it. So
see, the other thing is he might be used to his wife looking like that. He might like it.
Right.
and he don't know how to express that properly.
And that's fine if
Say
he
that.
likes it. Exactly. Say
I did
it.
not just say. First of all, don't act like y'all women always say what you mean and you mean what you say. So,
No, you don't.
all right then.
I mini mark. Seriously.
She owe him an apology.
Huh?
She
Oh, no, she doesn't.
Dude, pick rocks. Oh, you in a pot. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, she doesn't.
Your feelings
I don't think she does.
So, yeah, no.
Man, listen.
Stubborn and rude.
I had me a big moo on.
Listen, I mean, going out to dinner since the plague began, so I've gotten dressed up. But again, like I said, I've never been one to like makeup and I've never done that. So I think in this case, he should have been like, babe, you know what? Let's get dressed up and go somewhere, like Goose said. But like,
Right.
I'm home all day. I'm working. I am being productive. Why do I have to have on heels and a full face of makeup when all I'm doing is taking notes all day long? Like, or data entry, whatever it is she does.
Since she doesn't work for him, I think his mistake was trying to equate it to work. That's where he messed up.
Right.
As long as her boss is not, hey, who cares?
Right. Listen, dude, my camera is off.
That's what I was thinking. Like, exactly. My camera, exactly. Most people at this point, they're like, yeah, I'm not turning this camera on because my hair looks crazy. So, yeah. He, in my opinion, this dude is wrong. At least the way he approached her with it was wrong.
The way he approached her was definitely wrong. Definitely. And then the fact that he had the nerve to turn around and ask for an apology.
Like, right, you want me to apologize to you when you came in here and attacked me because I don't have on heels and a full face of makeup?
You are the a-hole in this situation, dude.
Yeah,
totally.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Well, I'm glad like I read it to you because on Friday you were like, and she should add another thing.
On my own.
When they talked about it on the news on Friday, he was like, he had every right to say to her. I was like, calm down, Barbara.
But
nobody ever sees my side. That's cool.
We see your side.
No, I see your side, and I agree with your side. It's just like you always say, it's your approach. The way he approached her,
right?
It was off, and it did nothing but escalate the situation.
Yep.
Right.
He started with the negative energy.
Right.
Yep.
Like, baby, work today? Like that? Like, dude, I don't know.
He could have even like gave her a card, invited her out to dinner, like, you know, I want you to get dressed. He could have really been nice. You know, that would have been really nice.
But I'm curious as the type of relationship they have also, because I mean, it takes balls just to do what he did.
Exactly.
Like, that's how you went to work today? Like that?
Right.
I mean, like, how dare you disrespect me?
Nobody,
you owe me apology.
Nobody sees me, but from here up, that's all they see is here up. Like, what the world?
Yeah, like
was this man drinking before he made those comments? So.
I don't know what he was doing, but he don't value his two front teeth.
So
I would have been tossing
in my head. I'm thinking, you know, she said he came in from work, right? So he probably is in an office all day. So he's probably with women in his office that are dressed up, maybe, quite possibly, like, you know, office attire. And then he comes home and he sees his wife with sweats on, and he's like, well, why you couldn't get dressed? But as long as she's working,
I ain't have to go into work.
Is she working?
That's dumb.
I think he's mad because he got to go in and she working from home.
That's
so
dumb.
I think he hated.
Maybe
that whole conversation is done.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Rewind.
Whoever this is, good luck.
Stop
sir.
on the way home, get some flowers, and don't even have that conversation.
Yeah, don't just
need to apologize.
Hush the F up because you get ready to dig yourself a grave. So anyhow, well, that was it for that one, Justin.
And then we're going to move into these 5 serious signs that your marriage is done. Now, is this just marriages or just it looked like relationships, period?
Well, you know what? Yeah, the way that the article was written, it definitely said marriage, but I think that could go for any committed relationship. If it's same sex, if it's, you know, man, woman, 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 man, man, whatever. Just how you know your relationship is dying. So it says when a marriage, but let's say partnership is dying, we spend more time with the partner in our head than the problem-saturated narrative takes over. Your real partner is trying to be heard as are you, but neither of you feels understood. So what are the top possible signs that your relationship is dying? So the first one is you no longer respect each other's opinions, ideas, values, or beliefs. How does that even happen?
When I don't care about it, because it happened. People fall out of love. People feel disrespected.
That's true.
Over time, and just was like, listen here, I can't deal with you no more. Or this could be a sign, but it could also be a sign of people's long history of poor decision making.
That is true.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you can't pick the movie no more, dog.
You can't pick the movie. It's a deal breaker.
You know what I mean?
That was a terrible movie.
Yeah, like every time you pick a movie, dog, it's horrible. So you can't pick it no more.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
it says if you begin to see your partner as unfixable because their behavior renders them unworthy of trust, in a vibrant marriage, both partners feel safe talking with their partner about anything. But if your spouse dismisses your ideas or values, mutual respect has been stripped away and your marriage is dying. That's really sad, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't even want to talk to you. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Like I'd rather tell my issues and my concerns to somebody else than to come to the one person who I'm supposed to be able to talk to about any and everything. And like I said, that goes for heterosexual, homosexual, whatever the case may be, whatever your relationship is. If you're dismissing your partner, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You're spending less time together. Well, now that the plague is dwindling, we probably will be spending less time.
I'm out.
Exactly. I'm going out with my girlfriends. I'll see you later.
Why are you home?
Why are you here? You cut that corner, your car's in the driveway. Like, God damn.
What's he doing here?
It's different now. It's a sure sign of a dying relationship. Let's not say marriage, relationship. When you enjoy the company of others instead of your partner. And how many times have we seen that happen?
Oh yeah, it's people who rather be at work. People who stay at work longer, so they don't have to go home.
Yes,
that's the dumbest. You can't find no other place to go but work.
I mean, I
don't think that would ever be me unless I own my own business.
Exactly. Yeah. But like, you know, she get on my nerves. I'm staying at work.
I'm gonna stay at work. The other place.
I have seen like people who retire and then went back to work because they couldn't
deal with their spouse.
Tom Brady.
Oh yeah.
Do you really think that's why he's going back to work?
Huh?
Do you really think that's why he's going back to work?
No, but it would have been.
It would be. That would be funny though. I mean, like for real.
They have nannies.
I'm about to say they have nannies. I'm sure she got a boyfriend. It's not like they're gonna be doing stuff together. He's just probably gonna be bored.
He may not even know really how to be around his family all the time.
Right.
And he might be like conditioned, and maybe he need to learn how to reintegrate himself back into society.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is what he's been doing since. Think about it. He's been doing this since before 9/11. The same thing.
Really? He's been playing basketball.
Well, he played college ball in the 90s into the 2000s, and then
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Talk about bones of steel, like.
But you know what the thing about it is, if he's good at what he does, why stop?
Because my biggest fear is that like he'll die on the field, like.
But when some people retire, like being that that's all that they know and that's what they love and that's their passion. When they retire, they do get sick and die. But I mean, he's still young though, right? Isn't he like 30 something?
He's 42 or something like that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, but he's currently producing and I think starring in a movie about his life or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So you got stuff. People with money that talk that old board. I'm used to working stuff. I call BS.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Until I experience, I call it BS.
Yeah. There's some comments down there, Justin.
Oh yeah, Ryan.
They comment something. Some of them are talking to each other though. So
okay. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. So then the next talking point is at least one of you is actually disillusioned. You've rewritten history and are now convinced that the problem far outweighs the good stuff. And you can't even begin to imagine how things can improve between the two of you. That one to me sounds like somebody already got another boo.
Not even that, but it could be like
You don't think so?
not so much that, but it could be so combative and y'all can just be arguing so much, you know, and just like everything's wrong. It's an argument every day. And you don't even see the good anymore. You can't even remember the good times you had with that person.
So what that sounds like to me is somebody who has experienced certain things in a relationship, but then when they think back, they pick up these carrots of when these things could have been happening that they didn't know from like years and years ago. They like, yo, they've been doing this since.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you
Yeah.
That makes sense. You're so smart.
That's what it is. You know what I mean? So now, from these couple of events in the last 6 months or year, whatever, you've attached it to memories. So now you pretty much ruined the whole relationship.
Wow.
I'm just guessing.
I don't think that was a guess. No, I don't really. I mean, you say you're just guessing, but that's a like super valid point. Like I didn't even think about it that way.
This whole big valid point is I'm just guessing.
I mean,
I'm just guessing.
He comes up with these gems and he's like, "Oh, it's just a guess." What, dude?
It's just like
you made us look at it a different way. Like I didn't even think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? So
I thought about it like this when you've been cheated on, right? And then you find out, and then you start to you replay everything in your mind.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dang, like everything was a lie.
Yeah. Like she said, she was swimming with her mama. Her mama don't even swim. You know what I mean? You be going in the back, and you be like, you trying to attach everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? You like a sleuth trying to pick up the trail.
Right.
Yep.
Driving yourself crazy.
All right. So at least you are detached and discontented. It may be work, an affair, a hobby, or special interest, but there are people, places, and things that you'd rather spend time with than your spouse. Can you imagine? Can you actually imagine? Like there's, I mean, like not for nothing. Like I can't wait till we can do other things with other people. No offense to Goose, but I like those other my girlfriends too. But like, I'm always with Goose. Like
it's just like 2 and 4 are almost the same.
It is like they're almost the same. I didn't write the article. It wasn't me. It's weird because it's like, you know, wherever he is, I'm not too far behind, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, I think it would be strange that there would be like Goose without Tara, if that makes sense. Justin without Tyra. You know what I mean? Chanela without Darnell. It's just weird.
Right.
It's weird to think in that space. The next one is trust and commitment have been eroded. You no longer trust in your partner's goodwill or their ability to deal with you fairly. That's got to be hurtful.
Yeah, that's
That's
got to be really hurtful. So.
Yeah, so I mean, if there's no trust, then you might as well
wrap it up, D.
Pack it up.
And there's no hope to regain the trust. I'll say that. There's no hope to regain the trust. That, you know, when you feel there's no trust,
it has to be a mutual thing. You can't be the only one trying to regain.
Right.
It has to be mutually.
You got to definitely put in the work. You got to put in the work. It can happen. The trust can be gained back, but you got to be willing to put in the work.
And you have to decide how much work.
Do you want to do it? Do you want this to work?
Right.
Do you want this to survive, or do you want this
to
sink?
You know, so how much do you want to work? Do you want it to work where it's like 70-30?
Right.
Yeah.
60-40? I mean, you're not going to get 50-50.
Right.
No.
Per se, but you know, you can get close. But you get to where you can happy.
Right. So then this closes out with the epiphany. So an epiphany, which we all know, is a moment of clarity which pierces your rumination. Your spouse does something so outrageous that it lifts all of the fog. A personal boundary has been breached to a point of no return. So it's they do something so egregious, there's no going back.
I'm packing my stuff.
Yeah, I'm out. It's a wrap. So.
Wow.
And that, my friends, is all I have. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So we're going to come into our final moment of the show where we give you guys our final twist.
As I just spent the last couple minutes cheating and looking up mine.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler kept tapping me, trying to get me to
Well,
look.
since you looked yours up, Justin, do you want to go first?
Give me time to look up mine.
You want me to read it real slow? I know it takes you a little while.
Oh, you said you was going to dig on me in this show.
Yeah, but not about about this final thought.
Let them argue. Goose and
Well,
Terry.
what about?
It's over.
No, we don't have an argument this week. That was 2 weeks ago.
What?
It'll be more so about our one of our next week's topics about the sleep divorce.
Oh yes, I can't wait to talk about that. That's gonna be a good one.
But okay, my final thought. Success is not final. Oh damn. My thing went blank. My thing went blank. I was all ready and here we go. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
Amen.
Basically, it's like saying it's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and get back up.
Mm-hmm. It looks like Brian has a final twist that he put in the chat.
Okay.
Here we go.
What's his final
final twist? The fear of suffering is worse than suffering itself. How about
that is so true, Ryan. Absolutely.
Going crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, you want me to go next?
If you're ready.
Okay, I am ready. And this totally is me because I can't remember a freaking thing if I don't write it down. You can remember that you forgot something, but you can't remember what you forgot.
That's true.
That's
true.
Especially when you go to a different room.
Yes.
Right? You're like, what did I come in here for?
Yo, you be scanning the room trying to find triggers. You like,
and you got the nerve to be like,
that happened to me today.
Exactly.
I thought it was
yo, I be all over the place. But I'm like, what was I watching? I was watching this.
right.
What did I say? Did I say something?
Thank God Comcast has the little back button and it tells you what you was watching.
Yes,
and everything,
yes.
I will definitely forget. Earlier today,
Rafael de la Ghetto.
Rafael de la Ghetto.
Who's that?
The earlier today, I was thinking about something, and I had to go downstairs to get whatever it was I was thinking about. So I thought about, so okay, let me go get it. And as I'm walking down the hall and down the steps, I started thinking about something else. Get halfway down the steps, and I realized, all right, I done forgot what it is I was coming down the steps for. And I stood on the steps in the middle of the steps until I remembered what it was because I was determined not to go all the way down.
mm-hmm.
And be like, what the hell was I looking for?
Yeah, because you're like, listen, I'm not going to go
I've
there.
done that. I've done that.
Remember.
I'm going to stand in place until it comes back to me. It'll come back. Mm-hmm. I've done that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not saying it.
Who's next with it?
Go ahead. You got yours?
Yeah, I got some. So this is the oldie, but a goodie. So, you know, a journey of 1,000 steps, 1,000 miles begins with one step. You know, so when you're going through life and you have goals and you have aspirations, things you want to do, you know, things you want to attain, you have to start somewhere. You do what I'm saying? And people want to start businesses and people want to go back to school and they think it takes a whole lot of money. But guess what? Everything you want to do starts with research. Research is free. You dig what I'm saying? So that's your first step in your journey. Research.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what that was. Thank you, babe. I like that one. That was good.
Yep.
Tyra.
Oh.
Your turn.
So, you know, we're just talking about, just thinking about, you know, they're talking about the pandemic and people not wanting to go to work, people starting their own businesses. And I saw a quote that I thought was very inspiring, at least for me. And it said, there is no reward for burnout.
Mm-hmm.
No extra. If you allow anything to burn, there's work to burn you out. You don't get an extra Mother's Day if you allow motherhood to burn you out. There is no reward for burnout.
Oh, man.
So take care of yourself.
FMLA.
Better than creative.
PTO.
PTO. Prepare the others. I will not be here tomorrow.
But yes, there's no reward for it, y'all. No reward.
Nah. Know what I
Take
mean?
care of yourself.
And that circle back to that self-care we talk about
Yeah.
all the time.
Yep.
I told you, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Amen.
That's my thing
Amen.
now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just talking about in your job. I'm talking about in every area of your life.
Mm-hmm.
There's no
Mhm.
reward for burnout anywhere.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Mhm.
regardless of
Exactly.
what's burning you out, you don't get.
Tell them no.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? I missed it.
You sure did.
Exactly.
What I missed?
We'll tell you after the show.
I said, tell them no.
Mhm.
Oh, I got it.
Well, with all that being said, we're going to get up out of here. We appreciate y'all for hanging with us on the 10-7 show for yet another Sunday. We know March Madness is going on, so we appreciate y'all for taking a moment out of your day to share with us during March Madness. It's been an exciting tournament. So
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
yeah, even Tyra's been watching some of this stuff that's going on. Kind of forced to, but
I was not too.
kind of yesterday you were.
Oh,
Because my mom and I were both watching it, so it ain't like she could like, can we watch something else? No.
You could always watch something on your phone, Tyra.
That's what she
I know.
She was into it. She was into it. So
That's
we
why I
want
had
to
to
thank
do
you
the
all
whole
for watching us today, tonight, whatever the case may be, whatever it is, wherever you are.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to y'all next week right here on the 10-7 show. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube at New Twist Radio and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at 10-7 Show and at New Twist Radio. Talk to y'all next week.
Peace, y'all.
Have a good week.